See, Yagao has a push in the mid lane as well. Shun has to be extremely careful here. He sees his red buff started.
Kanavi going to take a little bit of damage there from the burn if he's going for it. He's got the isolation damage. Shun needs to get out of there, but he has no flash. He has no escape. Kanavi going for the flash and gets it. First blood for Kanavi.
One of the best junglers in the LPL for a reason missing.
Now we got 2v2 bot side. Instant cleanse from Elk. Nothing else going to come of it, but JDG getting a lot of pressure down there. Huge moment from Kanavi, and we said he needed to step up. Early grubs giving JDG a ton of decision-making potential as we go forward, because you do not want to give those 6 grubs to a team that has the
We said how they keep swapping their playstyles to fit their opponents. However, here I feel like they need to pressure a little bit more BLG because they do get outscaled later on.
Goodness, Ruler just micromanaging both Elk and On. Gonna take a decent trade on the back end of it. There is a move over here from Shun. He's not level 6, but On was. Got the engage, now missing, in a lot of trouble. Elk can chase this one down. They have the angle. JDG, they need to be careful. They have flash for Ruler. He's got to try to get out. He has barrier as well. Gonna wait till the last second. He's got the flash, but he gets it anyway. Shun predicts it, and that's a return kill in the bot side that we said was so strong. It's all of a sudden let loose like a leaky sieve.
Missing, you're running towards the wrong way, buddy. Knight is on the side. I don't think he's quite gonna get it. Oh, one auto. Quite
Elk gets
close
it.
enough. Elk grabs that kill. Disaster. Kanavi, he's looking for a gank topside.
He might actually get bin here, though. He's going to try to use it. He has the flash. The all-out goes through the equalizer. Just a little bit off-center.
Before and back off.
That's all they needed. They don't want to let the resets from BLG be their downfall, but maybe they catch Shun. He is going to try to unleash the combo there. He got the TP coming in from bot lane. As BLG try to get the last 2 grubs here. They're trying to move through mid lane, but they might have overextended now. Missing just pulled the trigger there. Kanavi going to step up, get the isolation damage here. Equalizer has a red carpet for On. Enchanted Crystal Arrow. There it is. The big brains of JDG are coming alive. And they're going to step up and get a 5th grub in total as BLG.
To stop the back-offs from BLG, and Knight flashes the arrow. Shun.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the memo, ends up going down too. Obviously a different format, but Flandre was definitely the one starting in playoffs. Yagao.
Oh, Knight. He gets baited by Yagao, and Knight's in a lot of hurt here. Yagao looking to clean it up, gets the last auto, and that Corgi's getting fed.
Sneaky.
Meanwhile,
brush from missing.
They got the triple knockback. Oh, they're going to miss the call of the Forge God.
4 members of BLG committed up the tops of the map. Sheer gets out. There's so much crowd for both of these teams right now, so you're gonna definitely hear a lot of cheers when kills go down. Kanavi. Oh no, Shun. Oh no.
He's in trouble. You can't be running around when there's a predatory bug like that. Luckily, he's got a little bit of friendship in tow, and it's Elk that's gonna clean up the kill back, but Kanavi gets the statement on the Shun.
Roaming center right there grabs the shutdown as well. It was 3-0 for Kanavi. Incredible game. On to Ash versus NIP, the team that they just faced. It has been a pleasure watching Ruler play this kind of champion. Now he's towards the tops of the map. He's ganking.
They just keep trying to bait Bin out, and they are going to get the dash out of him and the flash, but they're going to follow it anyways. Dawning Shadow came across. Now they're tanking the turrets. Ruler is going to help get the kill and will not fall down. Sheer claiming the gold for that one.
Who needs a jungler when your AD carry is ganking after being literally towards the bot side of the map? He shot the arrow towards the bot quadrant in the mid lane. Then he sprinted all the way across the map to gank for Sheer as Sheer is speaking a fight.
He saw it.
Shun.
Oh no, not again. It's feeling like a horror movie for Shun now. He doesn't get the kill. He goes back in to get the flash kill, and Kanavi strutting his stuff.
The flash smite. This in a composition that wants to pick you apart. You've got the Ash Arrow, you've got Leona with ultimate and abilities that can catch you off guard. JDG have been known to be quick to pull the trigger. The AL series speaks for itself when it comes to JDG playing more aggressive, and that's exactly what they're doing right here. This is what I mentioned earlier on. I'm like, which phase of JDG are we going to see versus BLG? Because if you allow BLG to scale into that late game, BLG are going to be more than happy to take this. They are the kings of team fighting.
Completed there. And rather. And now they're trying to make a play on him.
Knight is aware. Navi's gonna walk back in, but as you can see on the map, On and Elk already have to pressure a little bit harder in that mid game.
Isn't it so crazy, though, for a team of JDG stature, for a legacy organization in LPL, that we're saying BLG are the ones with the team fight prowess here in this one? Now they're not going to let them get to that point, and Elk is just burning. Elk is going to heal up a little bit. He is the center, has a lot of sustain. There was a move from Bin to maybe go for a deep flank. Didn't go ahead and do that. He's moving back bot, but JDG, they have isolation damage onto this Baron. They could just burn it.
However, JDG have used everything they have in their kit. There's no ultimates available other than Kanavi's, and every single one from the side of BLG are all up.
That's a 5-man dotting shadow there. Get the damage numbers up for Elk, but it is going to be a move from BLG to collapse on him. Bin in a lot of trouble, though. You can't get that close up to them, but he's going to all out to try to get to the team. Now Knight's going for Ruler. They're trying to pick him up, but look, missing is going to body block for him. Elk and the rest of BLG have shown up. They trade bodies for bodies. On goes with the engage. Now Knight trying to find the resets. Yagal's in a lot of trouble. You got to move those corgi chops as Knight's getting resets left and right, and he finally shows up. BLG, strong in form, will take 3 kills off JDG.
3,000 gold is not enough when BLG are team fighting. They are the best team fight team in the LPL. Ruler, Kanavi's still alive. He could potentially go for a steal. There is no smite. Shun is dead.
He's very low. He's still under wards here. Ruler, though, going forward. Now Kanavi overextending, though. Ruler kiting from hell, and we've seen this play before. We've seen Ruler do this again. He gets 2. He can't get the 3rd, but he does deny the Baron for being finished by BLG.
The problem could be playing up against the Senna. A Senna that's not necessarily farming. His 2.5 items onto Ashe are really going to hurt BLG. JDG here, also grabbing a point than ever played for JDG. And he's had his back and forth. He's not always been on JDG, but you know what they say. You always come back to what feels like home.
What feels like home is finding an engage on Ruler, the crux, the linchpin of JDG. And after that, you take the linchpin out of a mechanics and they're gone. All of a sudden, you lose 2 crucial members of JDG, and you could just go straight to the Baron.
Bot lane overextended, no flashes onto either of them. BLG instantly capitalized, knowing that Yagao is all the way down the bot lane. Now, Kanavi, he's around. He could potentially try to steal, but they've realized this is not worth it. They're going to put some pressure mid and bot, with Yagao taking yet another tower by BLG. You extend your next level onwards. On has already upgraded his own item.
And this is where that conversation of the draft where we're saying Kanavi's going to struggle to find entrances later on. He's going to have to be pinpoint precise to find those. Because
that bomb almost took the tower down. I'm assuming On is just going to walk forward, tank for Knight. Nope, Knight's going to do it himself.
Kanavi, just as I said a few minutes ago, struggling to find an in during this siege.
And look at that, good on you, Shun. You hit back, you've been getting bullied the entire game. And now it's Shun walking through the jungle trying to find Kanavi.
One thing connects onto Kanavi and he just dies if he does. Luckily, he's able to get away, missing, and pull the trigger on the Solar Flare just to make sure. But he has to back now, so presence in full by BLG. Maybe they catch out on. They actually have the choke point pressure here, but it will be a Pyroclasm just waiting for them there if they do commit. Bin looking for the Q3, gets the all out, brings Yagao back. Yagao's down. Knight's going to get resets now. Dawning Shadow saves Bin's life for just a moment. They need to get the damage down onto Sheer, though. He's still full health. Enchanted Crystal comes across for Ruler. They can't get him now, though. Sheer about half health. Knight jumps away. TP right back to save the cannon. That means JDG have to back away because the reinforcements are just too strong, and BLG will move in and take the inhib.
It's so hard to bring that BLG composition down, especially now that they're scaled. They've got 2 to 3 items on majority of their carries. They're pushing forward. They want more.
They've bent, but they will not break. The team fights are strong together, and they want to go for one fell swoop. They want to go for the end here. They don't get the resets in the end. Bin's in a lot of trouble here, but the Knight setup damage is huge. BLG will strike at the one.
This Nexus standing up, and BLG are going to take the Dragon on their way out as well. And here we go. BLG are online. Save. Shun and Elk have been this entire time. They don't even need to cross that wall to put their damage through. Oh, Sheer.
That Shroud was so mad. Oh, no, it's Kanavi. Kanavi's gone. We just talked so much about the structural pillar of JDG. Well, it's crumbling.
I'm not sure what he was trying to find there. Potentially a pick while BLG was approaching after the resets. it makes sense. He's stealing the red buff. Fair enough. Unfortunately for him, it's On that walks into him. If it was any other of the squishy members, but it was unfortunately like just On and Bin. Literally the two tankiest members of BLG.
I just love that BLG are willing to flash over that wall. Double flashes from Knight and On to put the pressure on Kanavi. Now, they are putting the pressure on the BLG, though. They've already taken down Knight. That's a huge reset potential gone, but Bin has soloed out missing. Now, On TPing into the front here, but he's trying to rejoin the rest of the team. Shun is going to be packing a huge punch now, and we'll get a big trade back and forth. Knight for missing. They got a spell shield pop. They got a lot of damage there. The Shroud is still buying so much space, so much time. They want to go in. Call of the Forge God hits Sheer. Sheer's all by himself now. Dawning Shadow across Bin. Gonna hit him over, but they go over onto the right side on Kanavi. Now Ruler, he's a little bit caught out. He's gonna have to flash. Bin's in trouble, but Sheer's the one that goes down to Shun. Now BLG there. They're fighting a little bit back, and JDG, they
especially without their top laner. TP's up for Sheer, but before he is up on the map, that Baron would have gone down by then. Great stuff from BLG. Again, these are the kings. Down.
And that's what's crazy to me, and that's what I kind of mentioned earlier, is like JDG in their legacy are the team fighting team. They were the team that you knew if you took it past 30 minutes, they were going to win no matter what. And not only are we getting a changing of the guard with BLG's first ever championship, but maybe in that team fighting conversation, here they go to siege onto the top side. They also have the engaged potential of Bin collapsing over. Kanavi still struggling to find an in as this game goes on.
It's going to be so difficult. Every single one of those members, even the squishier ones, they have items to protect themselves. The Hourglass has come through for Shun onto this brand. The Bloodthirster, you've got Edge of Night for Senna. You are not dying anytime soon, even if you're squishy.
They go pull the trigger, though. They got all their CCs already gone. And BLG, they're just standing there like, that's all you got, bros?
BLG have had to use nothing. JDG had to commit everything. And they come out with just maybe a little bit of poke, which is going to get healed up. There you go. By Senna real quickly. They have to deal with that bot lane wave, permanently pressuring as well. That inhibitor is going to come up really, really soon. But they're going to lose another one in the process.
They were trying to chase down Bin, but they realized they were giving up so much ground in their base. Shreldias has been completed for Kanavi, so a little bit more tank shred there. Maybe they try to make a play. There's a couple backs coming through, but the thing is, BLG have TPs if they want to pull the trigger, and they are.
They backed off. They're keeping straight back in. Both Knight and Bin. Baroned up wave again. The rest of BLG are strolling through the jungle. They're going to pressure through. If they want to, they can go for the Dragon too. It's going to be Mountain Solid. This is going to make it that much more different. Kanavi?
Yeah, he actually finds him. We saw this earlier in the game, but we haven't seen it since then. Call of the Forge God going to go wide after the flash from Kanavi. He tried to find the end, didn't get it, but it's still pushing BLG out of the base. The problem is there's a soul coming up with Mountain Soul on the table here for BLG. Kanavi going to go for the deep flank. Is it going to be enough? They're losing all of their structures here. He's got to either get back to base or try to take away this dragon while the rest try to defend.
However, this gives numbers advantage to BLG. Bin is 1v4ing.
You might be Cassante, but that copy pasta, it goes a little wild sometimes, and Bin will bite the dust. The dragon goes over to Kanavi, though, so they deny the soul, and now On is also caught. 2 kills go to Sheer. Kanavi gives his life for the cause, and JDG showing signs of life.
And this is a defensive kill. Amount of kills going over to JDG. This is just to extend their life. That dragon being taken away by Kanavi stops the soul from going over to BLG. JDG grabbing some kills and search a little bit more gold just to survive in this game. On any side of JDG's base, BLG just simply have to brute force themselves in. You cannot overextend. If one of your tanks overextends, you also have to think about
Navi's not here. He's on the back. They go in. There's the equalizer across. They find... Oh my god, they got Shun. They actually find him. They're taking him down one by one. They're running around. They're running across. And now Kanavi, he's got free pickings. He wants Knight. He gets the smite. It gets the evisceration. And JDG, they've clawed this back from the brinks of hell.
There's no way. Only Bin is up and available for BLG. Yagao with the TP tempo down bot lane. Everyone is sprinting for JDG. Surely not like this.
Not like this, you say, but exactly like this. JDG claim as Ben tries to get the re-engage on Yagao, but he's all by himself again. If you give up this body, I mean, you're just going to go down again. Ben is gone. JDG are TPing. They might have just done it.
JDG are looking BLG straight in the eyes. They say, if you can team fight well, we can pick you up better. Oh, sponsor,
they did it. They're doing it. JDG.
Back to back to back. And, Sheer.
Oh, Sheer. He's going to find Way's entrance into BLG on the line here. And Sheer getting oh so low, maybe one more auto, and there it is. Way's entrance into the league after his time on RNG ends up on Way, who took a lot of the onus on the control of the map as well with
Hold on a minute.
Now Ben is in a lot of trouble, and he just has 3 people on him. They're going to juggle it with Kanavi. He needs only one more, and there you go. They get the kill there, and they will trade back for BLG's early first blood.
Getting ahead of the farm versus Way, who has a gank on him as well. Flash for flash, support for 80 carry. You take this any day.
Oh, he overextended for it. That's going to cost him his life. One more Mystic shot. Ruler claims the kill.
Elk stands still in front of a Brom. Ends up going down.
Sheer tried to make the play with the Destiny there. Is going to get stopped by the flash play of On.
Yagao versus Knight. Yagao versus Knight.
Misses the rocket barrage again, though. Needs to be very careful. Needs to have those rockets if he wants to have a difference in the fight. There is still the contest over the grubs that is the next fight, and it's already BLG taking those right now.
Yeah, missing on his way towards the top side of the map. A little bit late to the play. Kanavi might try to find his way in. He does have flash. However, they have zero vision.
The Nature's Grasp was already popped. They're actually collapsing onto Kanavi. Ben comes over the slicing maelstrom, but Kanavi's already gone. That means that this is going to be Grubageddon for BLG.
You gain 6 with a Tristana. That's an absolute menace later on. In a side lane, Kennen as well.
Facilitating for the stars of BLG, and it's working out very well. They're setting up around this dragon pit here, though, but JDG do not want to give them position.
JDG just got Leandris onto Kanavi. They definitely want to catch BLG on.
On is just completely out. That Unbreakable is getting so much work done, but Sheer claims the kill. Now they got the Glacial Fisher on the Elk. He's got the concussive blows going. He has nothing. He's in a mobile carry, and it's Ruler that claims it again. Now we have Yagao versus Way over above the dragon, as it was Knight taking the mid turret. Ben's taking.
Look at instantly Knight pressuring that mid lane. Way was actually hovering for him to 6k over that Twisted Fate on, threatening a dive onto Sheer as well. Sheer cannot walk up too much. JDG is now going to start moving.
Yeah, the rest of JDG here, one big yellow card connects. They can follow up with a ton of damage. Ruler will claim the standing gold on bot side, though, for JDG, and they get scraps back at least.
I would like to say, hey, it's Ezreal versus Kennen who can carry the most, but I don't think this is fair to say at this point. 1.5k up onto this Kennen, who's just purchased a needlessly large rod as well. Full the inventory, next spot too far forward. Way has not been setting up any of the saplings. And On getting chased right there. Same thing as Sheer getting chased up top lane.
He has the explosive charge on him, so the reset is going to be there. No, it doesn't actually go through, but it doesn't matter because Way gets the kill onto him anyways.
The root kept him just out of range. Play, Kanavi was just about around the corner as well with the full combo available, Ben.
He's going to immediately dash his way away. Does end up surviving down there. Ruler versus Elk in the mid lane is going to be a little bit uneven as On joins. They want to try to capitalize on him. He does miss the Mystic shot now. Doesn't get hit by the Shattering Strikes. And look at the outplays right now. Ruler. And you have Kanavi here. On. He's in a lot of trouble. Look at Ruler. The one, the only, the man that sets the bar at ADC. And he's going to keep going. Now the bullet time canceled by Elk. He has no mana. He has no fight left to give. True shot barrage from Ruler from behind. And now he will eventually be dragged down to the grave by Ben. Knight, though, had come over on the fight against Yagao with the TP in. BLG back away in the end. Moved in to Sheer, who was caught out a little bit there. We also got the flash out of Kanavi as BLG taking outer tower in bot lane.
Yeah, Knight forcing his own flash to force Kanavi's flash. Again, BLG have a great team fighting composition. If you catch someone who's immobile with no flash, they're definitely going to jump on them, and Kanavi is the perfect target here.
setting it up with the Nature's Grasp. Nice block from Missing, though. It's a 4v3. They do clear the wave. And
the entrance to that dragon.
Already down half health there. JDG getting hit by the saplings as they come in. He might be tanked, but the saplings still do so much in slowing down your advances. JDG left wanting a second dragon to BLG.
He's not going to risk it for the biscuit. Tries to steal it with the smite. However, it's Kanavi. That grabs that one. Oh my god, Ruler!
Ruler! You're watching one of the best to ever do it on one of his signature picks, and Ruler just solo kills Elk.
He's got a heavy burden on his shoulders. Ruler to carry it all right here for JDG.
BLG gonna move in to engage, maybe stop them at their start as Missing is already gone. Now that Pyroclasm gonna do a little bit of sustained damage on the rest of BLG, but
on the front foot, pushing every single lane. They've taken almost every single outer
team
tap.
afloat here for JDG. They have so many grubs. Grub getting doing so much work. They take down that last outer tower outside their base. Now Missing with the Unbreakable does tank up a decent amount. Sheer is in the side lane right now.
Dragon has just come up. JDG again, no controlling that river.
Gotta try to deny the stacking here. They're gonna move over on a Knight. Sheer has gotten a flank. He was spotted out though, and that means they know that JDG are separated. Way gonna be in trouble though. Bullet time in the choke point. Missing flashes away. Look at Ruler though. He is massive here. He's doing damage now. Sheer getting caught out. Sheer, you can't get caught out like that, and you're under vision. There you go. BLG pounce. But JDG, they're looking to take the dragon anyways.
They do have TPs on the side of BLG, but they're pinging the Baron. They're one man down. Sheer does not have ult. He doesn't have TP. They're pulling the trigger. They're going for the Baron.
This is the play call from BLG. They feel like they can burn it here with Elk and Knight in their strengths. Doesn't look like any contest is going to come through from JDG, so that will be a Baron power play for BLG.
Great stuff.
Items there on the cannon. His entrances are going to be the Thunder Speak. Now, a Knight goes over on a Sheer, and Sheer's just going to die. That's the rocket jump combo, and Knight already gets the resets. He's looking to take a 1v3. He takes down Kanavi too, and that's 2 kills for Knight. Meanwhile, BLG are collapsing on the mid lane. They get the Nature's Grasp. It does connect on the Missing. He's got the Glacial Fissure back, but Ruler, he is still standing tall, but not tall enough to defend the turrets as they crumble around JDG.
2 lanes pushing for BLG. If they can find another pick, they can end the game.
They want it. They got Missing. They got all they need. They got the Baron empowered minions. They still have 1 minute, 20 seconds on this one. And so many cannon minions. Way's entrance into BLG has been felt. The consistency, the stability, it is on full display as Ben goes a little ham, but the Wombo combo is still alive and well. They're trying to finish the Nexus. They need to auto-attack it, and it goes down. We're going to 3. You also had the collapse potentially coming from the rest. They don't see him. Kanavi's here. Bin trying to hop away. He's going to have Meganar soon. He has the ulti. He's going to try to use it in the wall. Uses it away. Missing was on the other side. Wallop comes down on 2. And Bin, he gets the outplay. Giga Bin activated as the Dominus is popped. He gets shut down in the end, but you'll take that.
Oh, you absolutely do. JDG managed to win over from that play. The Void Grubs are going to go down in their favor. However, they're going to be traded instantly from BLG with this dragon on the map. And Bin, you don't mess around with one of the best carry top laners in the LPL.
Oh, wait. Almost just dies, ends up having to burn the flash there. So even being
quite low. They're towards the top side again. Bin about to get Meganar. He's got on and way around.
9 Yagao going at it again. They're looking for the dive on top. Kanavi is here, has Lilting Lullaby. If you can get all 3 of them here, but already down is Sheer, and Kanavi wasn't even able to be a part of anything.
You have to pre-buffer your ultimate onto Sheer right there. Try to get as much HP as possible before you get pinned down. He died onto the CC.
A little bit more of that hair trigger for JDG on the other side, primarily kicked off by Missing.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Ruler, he's already 1-0 up on the solo kills. Ooh, just about doesn't hit the root. But BLG are in the river. Bin about to turn mega.
They don't want to give over the 6 grubs. They're going to pull the trigger. They got him. Way's gone. Now they just get the big Mega Dar. And Bin is unstoppable here. Sheer tries to get the lockdown. Sheer's going to get Knight. But Bin is still fighting him. Double knock up there. You mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns. And now you get double kill for Sheer. He's still on fire. And it's not going to matter either way. From the brink of insanity, Sheer gets a Ruler. He takes down Elk in a solo. Thing about it, Sheer makes it out alive. Does have to burn that Summoners.
Hey, it's a TP for a TP. You take those. BLG are going to get their second dragon of the game, stacking them up to 2. And I really, really hope we get to see a replay of that. And also the Ruler solo kill onto Elk. That'll be the second one of the series.
Everyone's going to have first items now. We're going to be getting close to second items as well for some members. But everybody's going to be feeling a little bit stronger on the map. This is also going to be first turret for BLG. So some of that standing gold going their way as well as they get the reset out. Dragon is up in sub 30 seconds.
JDG have to back off of this one. You're losing the Renekton ultimate right there. Ruler and Yagao, the only healthy ones on the side of JDG. Kanavi and Missing have to find a way in. But when you're piling up through a choke point, it's so easy for Brand to just pretty much press R. Not even need to press any other. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to figure out a way to get into those river fights. They need to be faster rotating onto this map to try and get some vision for themselves.
And it's a stark contrast to what we've seen earlier in the series where Dragons have taken a back seat a lot of the time, but this time around, BLG knew if they want to get to that late game scaling we've talked so much about, they need to get some of these objectives under tow. Ruler going to keep pressuring there onto Elk, but now, speaking of pressure, turret falls to the top side, but Yagao, he's got to move that Corgi butt out of here or he's going to be in trouble as Knight and On have caught him out. He's going to burn the flash, gets CC'd anyways, and Knight claims that kill.
Missing and Kanavi were right on their way. I feel like if Yagao had potentially tried to play through the alcove, you did have 3 members of JDG moving towards the top side of the map. However, Yagao had a bounty on him. So it's definitely going to be extremely juicy for Knight to grab that one for himself. Ruler cannot defend a mid lane tower versus 2 carries, and JDG are losing a lot of pressure on the map.
They are, and they just don't have the same strength from the double marksman that, say, another kind of carry would bring. Barrage. Not going to be enough. Kanavi making that out, but maybe Missing not as lucky. Kanavi going to come try to save him as Ruler comes over with the Deadly Flourish. They will not end up finding Missing, but they will end up actually trying to take those turrets down. But gee, they're looking to keep the amount of respect that these teams are giving each other. But now respect is not going to get you anything unless you can deny this soul as it goes over to BLG. Half health here. Kanavi over the wall. They're going to have to try to get it. Oh, they get Way with the solar play. They want to try to take him out of the fight. Deadly Flourish hits on Ruler. They need to get in the pit there. Way is already gone. There's no jungler available for the side of BLG, but they still take the fight, and it does not matter. Yagao, can he do it? He gets it. He denies the soul, but he'll give his life for it, and BLG will take all.
BLG don't care about the soul. They'll take the ace. Every single member of JDG is dead, and they'll head back to the Baron. The name of the game for them is taking your map and taking your lives, and they're doing both at once. Incredible fight. Again, JDG had to find a miraculous engage, and I'm pretty sure that he has done a lot of work. He's pretty much the only person with the highest gold difference between the two. They find On.
Weird combo there with the Venus Blade and the headbutt back. Knight is collapsing here. Missing has no health bar left. Elk already takes him down. Now Kanavi, that's a golden state to try to deny Bin's engage, but the Magnar back. Kanavi's already down. A double kill has gone to Elk, and he's stepping up where Ruler's void has been filled. And now Yagao, he's bunched on, and Knight gets him. Ruler, the only one left for JDG, and it's not looking pretty.
They don't have much HP bars, but they don't also have any enemies left in the base other than Ruler. Missing's gonna come back from the fountain right now, but it's a 2 versus 5. I guess they baroned up BLG.
They could just go for it. The double hops. Look at the synergy. BLG are jumping all over JDG, and they've got them backs against the ropes. Not since 2023 has JDG been able to take down BLG, and they won't find promise yet again in the continuation here. They might have the resets. They might actually be able to fight this one back, but the Mega Gnar, it's going to deny it. They get the TP back. BLG, if they win this fight, they win the game, and Sheer might have just kept himself way out, but On needs to be careful. This is multi-chain TPs coming out from JDG, and I'm getting recollections to that game number 1. They might get binned. They got him with the deadly flares there. They can't follow up. Yagao flashing forward over the wall. Yagao going for the kills. Curtain call coming out on a night. Fourth shot not going to hit. Is it going to be enough? It's not. He gets the slow down. Yagao over the wall. The blast cone gets BLG to safety.
BLG are going to back off. They still have 2 Barons available to them. The true shot, it's not going to get anyone low enough for a kill. However, JDG have to run with their tails.
Who felt so far from that trophy, and that BLG for the first time are the reigning LPL champions. And the fact that we've seen them kind of grit their teeth and bite down on this series, they are in the advantage right now, and Dragon's spawning up right as we speak.
JDG, you've got your flashes. Can you find the miraculous entry into this Dragon? And Dragon that's going down really fast. Kanavi, what are you going to do?
He's in a lot of trouble on at least. Now they're going to get the re-engage here, but Kanavi has gone in for a 2-man lilting lullaby, but he's all by himself. Is the curtain call going to be enough? Kanavi's already gone now as well. Ruler's just sitting there trying to get a 4th shot down on the way, but he can't do it. And Ben's just picking apart the rest of the team. Into the choke points they go, and Knight, the golden left hand, he's stepping up. He wants the resets. He wants the kills. He wants Ruler, but it's going to end up being Yagao that they find first. Ben finds the backline TP, and Sheer is down. JDG are down, and that's BLG, who will remain the nightmares of JDG, and they will remain the big brother in 2024 as they take down the last turret. It's on to the next set, and it's a 2-1 victory for Billy.